All right, Chuck McCown here. Last night I got a call from one of our customers that said latest blade that they got only lasted a week and teeth are coming off of it. And I thought, holy cow, you know, he says the other one worked great. And I'm like, did we do something different? Did we do something wrong? So he got here this morning and this is the blade, I could immediately see the problem. Anytime you have a blade that has formed what we call the ditch, and I've marked it there, that's terribly excessive wear. He says, no, it's just regular micro trenching. But the places, the ovals that I've marked here are telltale signs. See, just a tiny little bit of pattern in them. That's where the hard facing used to be. This blade is the thinnest blade I've ever had come back. Normally our blades don't thin at all because our hard facing protects it, okay? And I just pointed out, you know, did you watch the video? Did your saw operator watch the training video on how to prevent this? Nope. You know, so this is the first time I've ever seen one of our blades thinned out like this. And it's so thin that it can't be repaired. I'm talking about right in here. So I showed these guys, there were two of them, and I showed them, I said, now this is a good customer over here that has been in multiple times. And how can I tell? Well, I don't know how well it picks up on the video here, but I see that the hard facing was replaced there, and it was replaced there, and it was replaced there. So this has been in at least twice since it was built, because frequently we do the hard facing on every other interstitial space, and then when it comes in we'll do the odd ones that we didn't get the time before, and then when it comes back we'll go back to these first ones. So this blade's been in here multiple times, and you notice that, you know, its teeth are still on it. It's nice and thick here. It's almost full thickness. This blade can be repaired many times. Our record holder has 100,000 feet on his blade. It's probably been in 5 times, and it's still as thick as the day it was made, because they watch the hard facing. Every time the saw operator shuts down, he raises it up and he looks at the blade. Now this one is not faring so well. This one has got a little bit of a ditch to it, but let's see if I can pan down here. A little bit of a ditch here. It's got some hard facing in a few areas that you can actually feel, but it's almost as bad as that first one. It just wasn't used a lot. And so let me get back to this one over here. This one, these guys brought this in at the exact right time. You can feel the bump of the hard facing. It's way down, but it's still there. It's still doing its job. It's still protecting the wheel, because the way our blade is designed, this first little bit, the diamond and the carbide protect this amount of the wheel, okay? Not very much of it. And the tooth, we call this the tooth. And these carbide plates protect it down here. You see the tooth is almost full thickness. And then this is where the hard facing starts. And we do this L shape here because most of the wear is right here in the area that will form a ditch if this goes away. And then there's less and less and less wear as we go towards the center. And we stop the hard facing right about there. So if you don't let that hard facing go away, you won't have a thin blade like this one. So I was really shocked, and the one guy, well, one of the two guys, these are nice guys, you know, I was talking to him. I said, you know, how could you possibly have worn out this blade in a week? Well, you know, we got like 10,000 feet on it. I'm like, well, yeah, okay. A lot of our customers, we'll bring them in for the first time between 7,000 and 15,000 feet, and and they'll get the hard facing renewed, and they'll get any teeth replaced that need it. Usually you might take 2 or 3 teeth, kind of like this one I showed you over there. They brought it in at the right time, and it's going to take 2 or 3 new teeth. But I was asking him, you know, so you just normal street, normal, and he says, well, there's some boulders in there. We've been sawing through boulders. I'm like, okay, you got 9,000 feet in boulders. That is a little more understandable. So, but still, even sawing boulders, if they would have stopped at 7,000 feet, and while before all the hard facing was gone, this blade would have been totally rebuildable, replaceable. But even with boulders, it's still got a lot of its PDCs on it. You know, even though it's thin, it's still cutting. I don't feel so bad after I heard the boulders remark. But this is a good example of just what not to do, okay? Cutting these guys some slack. We're helping them out with this. They admitted that they didn't watch any of our training videos, and so they haven't been watching the hard facing. So I'll give them a mulligan on this one. We're going to take care of them, but next time I won't be so generous. But anyhow, this is like third in a series of how to keep your blades from wearing out. I think I'm going to title this one, you know, what not to do.